Hey guys, it's Emily. I miss you guys so much and I wish I could be there with you, but I prepared a lesson today for you guys, and today we're going to be talking about Jesus and the miraculous catch of fish, and that is in the book of John chapter 21, and I'm going to be reading verses 3 through 14. So, here we go. I'm going out to fish, Simon Peter told the other disciples, and they said, we'll go with you. So they went out and got into the boat, but that night they fished and they caught nothing, not one fish. Early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples did not realize that it was Jesus. He called out to them, friends, haven't you caught any fish? No, they answered. Jesus replied, throw your net out to the right side of the boat and you will find some. When they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large amount of fish they had caught. The disciples whom Jesus loved said to Peter, it is the Lord. As soon as Simon Peter heard him say it was the Lord, he wrapped his outer garment around him, for he had taken it off, and jumped into the water. The other disciples followed in the boat, towing the net full of fish, for they were not far from shore, about 100 yards. When they landed, they saw a fire of burning coals there with fish on it and some bread. Jesus said to them, bring me some of the fish you have caught. So Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, but even so many fish, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, come and have breakfast. None of the disciples dared ask him, Who are you? They knew it was the Lord. Jesus came, took the bread, and gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. This was now the third time Jesus appeared to his disciples after he was raised from the dead. So, let me brief that up for you a little bit. So, Simon Peter and the other disciples decided they were going to go out on their boat and go fishing together. And they fished all night. They had all their supplies out, and they fished and didn't catch not one fish. Not one. They fished all night. And so, early in the morning, they were packing up. They decided they were going to give up. They were done fishing. And Jesus on the shore called out to them and said, throw your net on the other side of the boat. Now this is just crazy, the disciples probably thought. We've been fishing all night and we just put away all of our supplies. Why would we do this? But they did. And they followed Jesus's instructions and did just as he commanded them to do. And what happened? They caught fish. So many fish they could barely haul it all in. And then Jesus told them, come and have breakfast with me. And the disciples didn't even dare ask why. They sat down and they ate the fish and bread with Jesus. Now, so the disciples followed Jesus' instructions, even though they seemed crazy. They didn't even really know who Jesus was yet, but they followed him and they trusted in him and knew and obeyed what he commanded. So, we are always supposed to follow Jesus by obeying others, following the commandments, saying our prayers, and reading the Bible. Those are all things that we follow Jesus' instructions that he gave us to do, right? So, just like we follow Jesus' instructions and the disciples follow Jesus' instructions on the boat with the fish, it's also important to follow and obey instructions by our parents, teachers, and others around us. So today I have a little activity, a game for you guys to play. This is called Do 3 Things Listening Game. And it's to help us learn how to follow instructions and to show why it's important to follow instructions. So, I'm going to have you do 3 tasks and see how well you can follow my instructions. My first task I'm going to ask you to do is pat your head. Okay? Once you've got you patting your head, my next task I'm going to ask you to do is, while you're patting your head, is rub your belly. Now, this is crazy. Like, some of you might have a little hard time with it, but it's okay. This is crazy. Why would on earth would we be doing this? Well, it's all part of following instructions. And lastly, the third task I'm going to ask you to do is stand up on one foot. So once you're up on one foot, patting your head, rubbing your belly, you have completed and followed all of my instructions. And that is very good. So, and always remember, by doing this game, it's a good, helpful way to remember why it's important that to follow Jesus' instructions and to follow and obey our parents. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and feel free to share those pictures with me if you guys follow my instructions. I would love to see them, and You can feel free to post them on Facebook, or you can send them to me. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.